Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley and we're gonna, I guess, be always featuring my dog as she walks in front of my camera. Seems like every time I go to film, she is playing with a toy and making it squeak. I guess try to ignore that. I am sorry. Look at this mane though. Like, I have this like rat's nest going on, but in a way I'm kind of digging it. I kind of think it looks like, I don't know, I don't want to say good, but like kinda, I don't know. Look at my mane. This tail is gonna be in my way, isn't it? All right, anyway, this morning, usually I don't, I take a body shower before I go to work, and then I take a shower after work at night when I get home. And this morning I decided to wash my hair because with extensions you can't wash your hair every single night. It tugs on the, I have tape-ins, so it tugs on the tape-ins extensions, and it's just not good for them to wash them a lot. It dries them out a lot. So this morning I was like, I really just want to wash my hair. So I washed my hair before work and threw it up in a big messy bun. And just took it out now, and look at here. I hate that she's walking in front of me with her tail in the way. So there's at least 4 videos that I've needed to post, and I will. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to it. I just got a new phone, and I explained in the video before that I have not yet posted that I got a new phone, and for some reason I cannot sign in to YouTube, Google, whatever on this phone, but hopefully I will figure it out and maybe throw everything on my computer and make videos. Anyway, so how are you guys? It is Friday. Thank God it is Friday. It is now the weekend after Memorial Day weekend, and kind of mad at myself because last Sunday we kind of had like a sort of lazy day and like grocery day. And it was a nice day out, and I knew it was gonna rain this week, but I didn't realize it was gonna be that bad. And I wanted to lay out, and we went to go up, we took the dog for a walk and went up to one of the pools at this apartment complex, and it was kind of busy and kind of full, so we decided to not go and just have a lazy day. And it looks like it's just gonna rain for the next like forever long. Like, it's already rained all week long, and this week has felt long. So I'm happy. Hopefully we're gonna have a weekend in. I went and bought some, good food and decided on some chips and dip to watch movies and different things this weekend. I'm excited to kind of have a weekend in because I feel like for the past like month or more, since we basically moved, we have been nonstop busy. I just have had a lot of random things going on, and I'm very grateful for it though. I'm grateful to be making friends down here. I'm grateful for people inviting us to do stuff. So it's been great. There's been several days where we would plan like a day in during the weekend, and we would get invited somewhere, and we're just like, yeah, sure, let's go. And so we've been busy, and it's been fun. But what I wanted to talk about today was a topic that I kind of thought about in the car while I was listening to a podcast, what it was like to move during a pandemic. So we moved down south to the Carolinas from New York in May of 2020. We did not obviously foresee, no one could know that a pandemic was gonna come and then last for over a year. But moving during a pandemic was hard, let me tell you. So what I'm gonna do is kind of talk about the process of us like trying to get ready to move, actually moving, and then afterwards. So getting ready to move, I think obviously the parents were a little bit concerned just because it was a pandemic. We were moving to a completely different state. It was one of the states that weren't really closed completely yet. There was stuff shut down when we came down here, but not like New York. New York was very much shut down, very much like mask and sanitizer, and like you can't touch anything and can't do anything and can't go anywhere, and it was kind of scary. We moved in May and we started packing in like March, April. In March, we had come down here right before the pandemic hit. We were so lucky because we were here for about a week. We looked at our first apartment and we did stuff out in town. We went to a bar, we went and played pool, we did a bunch of things. And we knew that something was going on. We knew that COVID sort of was a thing. But at this point, it basically, all of our knowledge was like, hey, something's going on in China and certain things are happening here and certain things are happening in other countries as well. We knew that COVID was becoming a thing, but obviously at that point in time, we did not know that it was going to be as bad as it was, as much as it was, as long as it was. Obviously no one did. We were lucky because everything, at least in New York, I don't know about anywhere else, everything in New York shut down on March 13th of 2020. Or 2020. We had flown back and used a taxi, an Uber, whatever, went on the trains and the subways and whatever back home. We traveled back home on March 10th. I took all the toys and picked them up, put them in a pile, vacuumed, and now she's taking every toy out, playing with it, and leaving it on the floor, and then taking another toy out. This is really annoying because her tail keeps coming in view, and I'm sitting down. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, so back to it. We came home on March 10th of 2020, I believe it was. I went to the gym for the last time on a normal day on March 11th of 2020. I regret not going March 12th because I was too tired. That's kind of when I was jet lagged and really tired from the week and everything. So I didn't go on the 12th, and then everything shut down on the 13th. So that was absolutely crazy. When everything shut down, my family was very nervous, like any other family, very nervous about it, very kind of scared. The governor was always on TV every day from that day forward, pretty much giving updates, saying, what's going on, all of that kind of stuff. So it was very scary. My job, I was a necessity, whatever person. So I went, masks started becoming a thing, sanitizer and cleaning and just literally all that became a thing. Everything was shut down. And I was feeling, excuse me, at the time I was feeling kind of depressed like anybody else. I think the stress came and it came quick. Nobody knew what was going on for sure. It was just something that came, boom, quick, everything shut down. Your life is at a standstill. And I feel like if it gradually things started shutting down, stuff like that, if things kind of happened slowly, I think it wouldn't have been as bad. But when everything just boom came to a halt, everything shut down, you couldn't go to gyms or restaurants or bars or the grocery store, and you were scared to go to the grocery store, or you were scared to get a package in the mail without wiping it off, and just weird stuff like that just became a thing because everything you heard on the news and the media, the governor, everything, it was very, very extreme to the max. They were stressed and you're stressed and everybody's stressed, and it was absolutely insane. So all I'm going to say about that, without going too much into detail about my stress, about my depression, all of that in the beginning, what I started doing, because in New York, early spring, it is still freezing outside. So on the nice days that I could, I went and ran my high school track. I did what I could to be outside. I did what I could to exercise outside and kind of make myself feel better, physically and mentally. So I did that, but I also had the pressures of, maybe different family and friends and the media and everything coming at me that I was just so stressed out. In the beginning, I wasn't sure what to think about it. Only because I knew it was a real thing. I knew it was something important, but I didn't, I guess, realize the extremes of everything at the time because everything was so new. Just, it was a lot. I feel like it was a lot at once, and I feel like all of you watching can relate. It was a lot at once, a lot of high stress at once, and I felt like my body was just so exhausted. Just because, like, on top of my already, like, depression and anxiety issues that I've had since, like, middle school, my insomnia that, I have to deal with, and all that other stuff, I was just very stressed out, and it was making everything, like, more so, like, to the max. It was just scary. It was scary, and for a good while, a couple of weeks, I could not see Kevin, because, I think my family was afraid, as most people, of like, oh, what if you hang out with somebody and you get COVID? Or, you get it and, pass on to family members or friends or whatever that have bad and weak immune systems. And I think that was the scare. So I didn't see Kevin for a few weeks. We were both stressed out. Everyone was stressed out. And it was just hard because we were trying to plan a move. And, I feel like people and, obviously we didn't know, everybody didn't know how long this was going to last. So basically I packed as much as I could. I spent the days, the weekends, the days that I had off from work, packing and organizing and going through all my stuff and things like that. I had boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff just there. And it almost felt like moving wasn't gonna come just because I had so much stress and pressure on me. And I feel like it didn't seem real until our moving pod came and we were packing up the moving pod to be shipped out. And that was, it was weird. Before then, I had never lived anywhere other than my parents' house, like by myself. I went to college, I lived in dorms, I lived on campus housing and apartments and stuff like that. But at that point, life did not work out for me where I had enough money to get an apartment on my own or with a friend, or I didn't have a significant other or whatever. Like, life didn't work out for me at that time, like before I met Kevin, for me to live somewhere else as an adult. But there should be, like, I'm gonna sit here and tell you, there should be no shame in living with your parents. There should be no shame in going home after college and living there, or not being able to get on your feet and living at home. I was so, grateful because my parents have always and will always welcome me home with open arms, and that's always something that I cherish because, in college, there were so many friends of mine that were like, oh, my parents couldn't wait to get rid of me. My parents, like, are already packing up my bedroom and, can't wait for me to move out and all that stuff. And it was just ridiculous. I'm sorry about her tail all up in my way. Piper. So, like, I was very grateful for that, but at the same time, every year that had passed, I was a little bit depressed about it because, like, in a way, I will always be grateful, and I still am and always will be, to my parents, for allowing me to stay in their home. But, like, you get older and then, you're like, okay, when is my life gonna start and things like that, and just at the time it wasn't for me. But then I met Kevin and here we are. She got to stick her tail up in my way. So anyway, fast forward, we were getting ready to move. Everything was stressful, but the day we were moving, I felt so good. When I said goodbye to my parents, I got in the car with my cat and all my stuff, and I went to go pick him up, and we had shipped his car out. So I was crying, like, most of my way to his house, and it was a sad moment for me. It was really sad. I had my cat meowing because she was scared. I was sitting there bawling my eyes out because I had just said goodbye to my parents at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was moving 10 hours away. Like, it's just insane. I was very emotional, obviously. But our trip down was pretty fun. I made a really fun playlist. We had a lot of fun. We smiled. It was great. It felt good. Moving here, you know, wasn't bad. We had movers, blah, blah, blah. I think the first month and a half for me was very hard because when I got here, Kevin had a job already lined up. Guaranteed he got the job when we came down to visit and look at the apartment. He interviewed, he got the job on the spot. So he had a job waiting for him, but I didn't. So that was kind of stressing me out before moving, not knowing where I was going to be working, like not knowing if I could get a job. And I'm the type of person that, like, yeah, it's nice to be home for a couple days. It's nice to have a weekend in. It's nice to want to always be home all the time, be a homebody, but I cannot sit here all the time. It would drive me nuts. You know, more than 2 days of relaxing and resting, I get restless. I have to, you know, I like working. I don't mind working. It just, I can never seem to find a job that treats me good and pays well and that I like, basically. So what was I gonna say? Oh, for the first like month, I didn't have a job and I was a little bit stressed because we were supposed to like quarantine for a couple weeks, and we were here for about a week, and his job was like, hey, we need you now. So I only got to spend like a week with him down here. I looked and looked and looked. I searched on Indeed for jobs like crazy. I was actually kind of depressed about it, and then finally I found a job. I got a job as a cashier in a grocery store, which I was fine with because one, it was money, which we really needed, and two, I had done it before. That was my side job and even, you know, a main job for me in the past. And so I knew how to do it, and I was like, all right, cool. So I did that for a couple of months and then applied to the job I have now. But I was a little bit depressed just because for the past year, up until like the last several months, we had not really made any friends. Back like near Thanksgiving time, we had one of his coworkers come to our first apartment, and we hung out, played video games, listened to music, ate food, and that actually felt good. But like at the same time, it's tough. I don't know about guys. If any guys are watching this, I don't know about the male perspective or how guys feel or whatever, because usually guys are just kind of nonchalant about things. They can go about their business and be fine. But girls, we want girlfriends to hang out with. We want girlfriends to talk about deep things with, or to go shopping with, or to, you know, have a girls' date with. And you know what I mean? Like, I did not have that down here, and I still kind of don't really have the closeness with a girl that I would like to. Like, I would like to make some friends and, you know, make some girlfriends down here and be close with them. That's kind of what I'm looking for. But, you know, I'm a connections person. I need to connect. I want to have like a girlfriend that I can shop with and, you know, watch movies with, bake with, talk to, like on a deeper level. Like, you know, I want a real friendship. But luckily we have made some friends. In the last several months we have been invited out to go do things. So that's been really fun. Very grateful and appreciative about that. But for a long time I was kind of depressed about that because, you know, sometimes it's fun to go do things with another couple or to have a girlfriend to do a girls' day with. And I don't think that I have not had a girls' day with another girl with a friend since before the pandemic, and now we're in June of 2021. So if any of you girls out there, you know, understand where I'm coming from, definitely comment below, because it's tough. It is tough, you know, not seeing friends. It's tough feeling like nobody cares, because I feel like honestly since we moved, any of the friends that I had have not really talked to me. And you know, in the beginning I was reaching out to a bunch of people and was like, hey, how are you, and like, I miss you, and it was just like everyone had already seemed to move on, I felt like. Not to sound sad or depressed, life happens, things happen, people move on, or people do what here's Piper in my conversation. She's still wet, it's raining outside, and I had to take her out. So kind of a serious conversation, and the dog is off my way. Here's your comic relief right now. Their tail wagging. So I kind of felt, for a while that everyone moved on, and it didn't matter that we moved. And, obviously I felt like my friendship wasn't a loss to a lot of people that I reached out to for a long time. And then I ended up just stopped talking to a lot of people and started focusing on my life here. Because I realized you can't focus on a previous, you can still have friends, but you can't be stuck somewhere else that you're not. I love all my friends, but it's tough when life takes over and you move and other people move and life takes over. It took me a while to realize that that's okay, that, life takes over, and that, we're all adults now. We're, in our mid-20s and early 30s and whatnot, and life takes over, and that's okay. You're still friends. It's not like you're not. It is what it is. I always hate that saying, by the way. Guys have always said that, and I always would get frustrated because, honestly, it was always an excuse, always a cop-out to, them doing whatever, or I'm just the way I am. No, you can always change. You can always, if you wanted to change, if you wanted to do something, you would do it. It's just a cop-out of staying the same and staying stagnant, right? Am I right? At least that's how I think. But anyway, so we moved down here, and that's how I was feeling. I was depressed for a little while just because, and honestly, I'm a little bit jealous still of Kevin because his job in New York was so good to him. They treated him well. He got paid decent. He was always allowed to take extra hours if he wanted, if he wanted more money and whatever. They treated him well. He, got a proper goodbye where I didn't at my job. And they liked him, and he likes what he does. So getting the job down here, he's still at it. They treat him well. They're some of the people that actually asked us to hang out and everything, outside of work, and they treat him well. He gets paid well. Things are going well for him, and he likes his job, and they're promoting him, and I'm so happy for him. But sometimes I am a little bit jealous just because I have not found a job yet that has treated me really well and paid well, and friends at the job that ask me to go do things with them and wants to strike up a friendship. It's always the opposite. I always get paid shit. I always get treated like shit. No one actually cares because they're all gossipy. Is that what girls are like at every single job? You can't be friends with them because they're too gossipy and, whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. It's difficult. And I think, my small demands of life, at least in this moment, is not that far of a reach. Honestly, I just want to find a job that I like and that pays at least decent, because minimum wage down here is shit. Let me tell you, it is shit. I get paid just over minimum wage. Only a couple dollars more. Minimum wage in New York is what, $12? 11 something, $12. And down here it's $7.25 or something like that. Are you kidding me? Especially living on the coast, it's definitely hard. Now my dog is playing in the pile of blankets we have near the couch. Anyway, so yeah, I guess it depends on where you go, what job you have. Jobs do pay here, but it's just hard. Especially with this pandemic, either nobody wants to work or nobody can find work, and it's very interesting. In the beginning, I could not find work because everything was shut down, but everything now seems seems like it's opening back up, but a lot of people don't want to work because they want to stay on unemployment, and now they're paying people to get off unemployment. Tell me how that's fair to the rest of us that have been working for like this entire fucking pandemic. I don't want to get into that topic, but just let's say I'm not happy about it, because I have worked 3 jobs since this pandemic started, and all of them I had to go to work, I had to be there, I had to be responsible, and I had to deal with people. That's all I have to say about that. I wish I got paid more, and I wish we got more for dealing with having to go to work and dealing with customers and people and being out during a pandemic while everybody else got to sit home. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're all entitled to have opinions, and that's all I'm saying. If you have a different opinion of me, if you have the same opinion of me, comment down below. I would love to hear it. I do not want to start like nasty debates. Please do not come at me with a nasty debate. But I would like to hear your opinion on different topics that I may talk about. Because, you know, again, we are all entitled to our own opinions. We all have our own opinions. And sometimes I just want to hear how people's thought processes are. Like, you know, I know how I think, obviously, but I wonder how other people think and how other people come to their opinions and stuff like that. So comment down below on what you think about that. Anyway, so we just moved again in the last month, and it's been great. We love this place so much. We love it a lot better than the first one. The first one I liked because it was a good starter apartment, but honestly, this one feels more like home. We're hoping to get a house, like a house we own within the next year. Hopefully that happens. But you know what they say, you can't always plan life. You can't plan. So whatever life brings us, whatever hopefully we can manifest that's good in our lives, please, all the good things come at me. But yes, we would love to have a house, but this place feels more like a home than last place did, which makes me happy. I'm so grateful for this place. It's really nice. I love it. I'm grateful for all the good things in my life right now. Speaking of manifesting, you know, for a long time, we were feeling kind of over our first place. It just was feeling small. It was feeling old. Like, all the stuff in it was old. I feel like a lot of things weren't breaking, or were like, not breaking, but like, just were old. You know, like our stove was old and only like a few burners worked, and like just different things. I was kind of getting over it. But we manifested a good place. We manifested getting a better apartment, and here we are, a place that feels more like home. I've been manifesting and wanting a dog since before Christmas time, and I was so depressed because I literally liked any sort of animal place down here, like animal rescues and shelters. I applied for like hundreds of dogs, I feel like. I would screenshot them and send them to Kevin and be like, what about this one? What about this one? And I would go and apply for them, and I would just keep seeing dogs and dogs and dogs going to other people, which was awesome. I was so happy for those dogs and those families that got those dogs to have a dog to love and for the dog to have somebody to love. But at the same time, I was kind of depressed because every dog I wanted was going home with somebody else. So, you know, everybody online was like, oh, the right dog will come to you in the right time. And like, we had just moved, and here's my baby Piper, right? My baby Piper. She heard her name, started wagging her tail. My baby Piper. She came into my life, and I couldn't be happier because she's such a good dog. She's so sweet. The only thing about her that is kind of annoying is that she barks at other dogs. She sees out the window, like people taking out their dogs to go to the bathroom and stuff. She barks at them. I think she gets nervous. I don't think she's 5. She has not really been around other dogs that much. She's probably gonna bark right now, not gonna lie. She hasn't really been near other dogs that much. her previous owners were like an older couple. I really don't know much about it, but apparently they kind of kept her in her garage. And she was around other cats, but I don't think she was around other dogs. And I think she was very lonely. So we try to take her outside as much as we can. We're going to take her, as summer progresses, we're going to take her on different like outdoor adventures and have so much fun with her. I'm super happy. She's super cuddly, and that's all I ever wanted in a dog, was just a dog to cuddle. And literally, like, if I like grab her now and just like, if I was laying down and I grabbed her, she would just lay on me. Sometimes if I'm laying on the couch or in bed and I lean back with her, she literally like lays like a baby, and I like hold her like a baby, and it's really funny. She absolutely loves to be held. She loves attention. If I give attention to my cat, she hates it because she wants to be the only baby that has attention. But it's nice because, you know, we're teaching her different things. I'm trying to take her outside and do different stuff with her. And, you know, she apparently only had, how sad is this? She apparently only had one toy her entire life, and she's 5. At least that's what the foster had told me. She came with this like little tiny like rubber ball, and that was it. So, we bought her some toys. And she also plays with the cat toys. And then my mom had sent a box of a bunch of dog toys. Literally a bunch. We have a bunch of dog toys now. And so she literally goes and plays with them and then carries them all over the house. And we play fetch with them, and she loves it, which makes me super happy. You know, I manifested a new place that felt like home. Here we are. I've been manifesting a dog. Here we are. I absolutely love her. So, you know, we have been trying to plan our wedding. And to be honest, it's been stressful. It has been stressful. In the very beginning, when we first moved down here, in our first place, we were trying to plan a little bit, and I got stressed out because we're from like 2 different backgrounds kind of thing. And I think that our past with other people, like other significant others, have kind of given us PTSD. And maybe someday I will make a whole video about my PTSD and my situation, and you know, different things like that. If you would like to hear a video about that, please comment down below that you would, because honestly, I kind of want to spread awareness of a lot of these things by using my experiences in life to maybe help others, to tell my story, to tell different things I've experienced, and to maybe help anyone out there. So that is kind of my goal with my YouTube channel, besides thrift hauls and, you know, different things. I want to bring real to YouTube. You know, you go to YouTube and you see all these highly edited videos, and you see all these like intros that are like, you know, highly edited and made to be like a TV show, or people that have editors to do their YouTube videos. And I'm not like that. I'm old school, and I'm old school YouTube in my, you know, thought process. Maybe I won't get a lot of followers for this or likes on YouTube, but I want to be real. I really do not, and so far will not, edit these videos. Unless like the dog barks or something and is in my way, but she stays. So all of this, all of me talking, is one straight shot. It is not going to be edited. And this is me. This is how my YouTube channel is going to work, is things are not going to be edited. So what you see is what you get. And that's going to be how I operate. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you enjoy my videos. But I want to talk about the real stuff. I also want to help people that might need it, that might need to hear it. People that might be in a manipulative relationship and feel like they're never going to get out, or are scared to get out. And then if you hear my story, maybe, you know, maybe I can help somebody, kind of thing. Like, I want to do and talk about different topics and subjects that might be able to help somebody. So anyway, we're here. We're in a new apartment. Love it. Have my beautiful Piper. Love it. You know, we're manifesting a dream wedding, which is amazing because honestly, like I was saying before, it's been a little bit stressful in the beginning just because we were just trying to figure it out with no money and with, you know, with COVID happening and no resources and everything was shut down. But things have been starting to come together in the last like month for us in life, and it's good. We are still stressed out, obviously. Who isn't stressed out? But things are starting to come along. My mom actually found a beautiful venue that was open on our date because we had to change our date. Honestly, our original date is in 2 weeks. We were supposed to get married in June 19th of 2021. But hopefully we will do something fun on that day. Oh God. See, that's gonna be unedited too. My sneeze will stay in there. Anyway, excuse me for sneezing. Definitely allergy season, and it's raining, so that makes it worse, at least for me. So my mom had found this venue that was open, and it's gorgeous, and I'm so excited. We started collaborating, and things are coming along. Since I was a kid, I wanted a Christmas wedding. And no, not the like Christmas throw up kind of wedding. Very classy Christmas wedding. Everything is gonna be red, white, some gold accents, hopefully white twinkle lights if I can get away with it. You know, different things. I'm so excited, and hopefully we can take you along that journey as the time comes. I want to shop for some decorations and different things like that. I have to speak with a venue and see, you know, how much I can decorate myself and stuff. But hopefully I will be taking you guys with me, taking you guys to like Hobby Lobby and shopping and different things like that for it. I will try to make a video like when I go dress shopping next month in July. I am headed home. A friend of mine is getting married the weekend before us. So I'm going to her bachelorette party, and I think my mom is gonna also take me dress shopping while I'm up there. So maybe I'll be taking you along with me. Hopefully I can document all of that stuff. Hold me to my word because I really would like to. So things are coming together, and I wanted to end this video with saying if you manifest it, it will come. Sometimes people get frustrated because in the moment you want some things so bad and life isn't working out for you, and you're just upset and stressed out and miserable and like just so stressed that you don't see, like you don't feel that good is to come, but it is. If you keep manifesting things, if you keep a positive attitude, if you feel what you need to feel during the time, the hard times and the bad times, and know you can get through it. You know, just manifest the good things and look forward to the future and look forward to the now. I feel like so many people look forward to the future and never are present in the present. So I actually have a little bit of that to do because there's a lot of things future-wise in the next 6 months to a year that I really would like to happen, but I need to live in the now. And I feel like when I go do fun things, like, you know, if we go outside and enjoy the nice weather, you know, and we live in the now, I feel a lot more present. And I'm trying to practice that in my own life. So I'm telling you guys to try to be more present in your own life in the present. But also manifest good things to come. If you are having a hard time in life, if you're down on your luck, if you're feeling extremely stressed and anxious and depressed, know that it's going to be okay. Know that there are better days to come, even if you feel like there's not. There are better days to come. There are always better days to come. And even in my lowest moments, I try to always remember that. And I want you guys to remember that too. So manifest your dreams. You know, write lists of things that you want in your life in the next few weeks, in the next month, in the next few months, in the next 6 months, in the next year. write down lists of what you want and manifest it. Certain things you have to wait for, certain things will come in time. Other things you can go out and do. You can go out and try to get yourself. And it's funny, life works that way because people, you know, are on one side or the other. Oh, you gotta wait for it to come, or oh no, you have to go and get it yourself. Life is kind of about that balance. Life is about the in-between. Life is about, you know, certain things, yeah, you may have to wait. You may have to wait a little while. It might not be working, you know, whatever you want. But certain things will come in time. Certain things will come when they're supposed to come. And then other things, go out and do. If you want to go out kayaking, go do it. If you want to go play pool with your friends, go do it. If you want that job, go apply and go for it. If you want, you know, a new apartment or to move, try to start getting the ball rolling and make it happen. So manifest your dreams and manifest, you know, things that you want in life, because it can happen. So I hope everyone has a good Friday. I hope everyone has a good weekend. And yeah, so see you next time.